All right, so in the last episode or video, we finished up O-ringing the cylinder walls, and now or the cylinder, the deck, whatever. And so now it's fully cleaned up, ready to go. And we have the H11 head studs. So I'm going to pull these all out individually packaged, really nice, and inspect them, make sure they're good to go. And the directions say to coat the threads that go into the block with a little bit of engine oil. So we'll do that, and we'll get them all fastened in, hand tight, they say. So let's do that. Okay, so we have the cylinder head on. That went on no problem. Now we need to get the head studs in. I initially had the studs in the block and was going to drop the head on over the studs, but one of my buddies suggested that it's way easier to do it this way, where you get the nut already locked on here, lubed up, and then you drop it in and tighten it from the top and then torque it down, rather than trying to get that head square down the studs, which makes a ton of sense. So these are lubed up, and now I just need to do the washer side, and we can drop them in. Okay, so we're ready to torque these down. Our torque spec is 100 foot-pounds, and we need to get there in increments, 3 equal steps. So probably like 35, 65, and then finish it at 100. So we'll start there and get that all fastened down. So started from the center and working our way out. I'm gonna double check the sequence to make sure I do it correctly, but let's go do that. All right, well, it's all torqued on. 100 foot-pounds is a little bit of a workout, get the heart rate up. So we're done there. We're gonna let that sit for a minute, and now we can start getting the valve train and the valve assembly on with the cams and the rockers. But man, it's coming together. I'm excited. So on to the next. Here's where we're at. Let's see. Cams are installed. Everything's torqued down except for that guy. But other than that, we're good to go. Now we can start assembling the chain side here. So I'm probably going to end that here. I don't know how long this one is, but first time doing the valve train with these rocker arms, it's a little tricky getting it back on. They always want to come out and stuff, but got it on there. This is all torqued, ready to go. So keep an eye out for the next one when we're assembling this chain side. All right. Welcome back. I kind of forgot to record every step of the way, but that's okay. In my last episode, I got the cams installed and everything buttoned up there. Now I'm focusing on getting the chain and everything in time, and that's done as well. So you can see our marks line up. We have one dot here and one dot there, and then our bottom dot lines up as well. So that's done. We're going to rotate it over and make sure it's lines up again. We know these won't line up again, but again, we should have dots up, and we should have TDC down here, which we do. And let's see how it works. All right, valve lash is done. Double, triple checked everything. We should be good. Now we can start to just put things back on. We can get the water passage back on. I do have a new water pump and thermostat. We'll talk about that in a second. I have a DC or drag cartel cover for this guy. We can get head studs in, or not the head studs, but the studs for the intake and exhaust manifold on. And we'll just start chopping away. But it's looking better. It's looking good. I'm excited. And now we can just start putting parts on. So one thing at a time. Okay, so I got the water passage on and torqued down. I'm gonna replace the thermostat. It's a Honda one. It's brand new for the most part, but it's been sitting for quite a while. And my experience is if they sit for too long, they end up just drying out and then get stuck and don't open. So instead of having to change this, I'm just got a new one. And then I'm also going to switch the water pump out because when I was throwing the belts, a lot of that belt material got wrapped up, and there is some wrapped around that pulley back there, and I just don't want to deal with it, so I'll just cut my losses and put a new one on here. We got the studs in here. We have the exhaust studs in there. We're valve lashed, ready to go. So gonna just keep putting parts on here. I also want to tackle getting this fuel pressure regulator off of the car. I use these rubber insulated rib nuts or something similar to that, and now they want to spin when I try to remove it. So I'm gonna have to take the shock tower or the shock out of there and get a vice grip on there and get that off, because that's gonna be where the new fuel pressure regulator goes. So I did mock that up. It looks great on there. So baby steps.